Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today's video I want to show you the beforehand of the yard being completely flooded at the next place we're going to be doing a French drain with a mini dry well. As you can see in their front, they had 2 trees removed, and their neighbor over here, since they're higher, their neighbor's water is facilitating down and piling up here because it's going to try to take the path of least resistance. Now, as you can see all back here, the whole yard is flooded, so we're going to be doing a French drain all the way down the left side of the house, going down in the side of the house, and then all this whole area is going to be rocked out. And you can see it is nicely saturated because all this water has nowhere to go. We have 4 downspouts also dumping tons of water all over the place, and it looks like a giant swampland. But when we're done, all you're ever going to see is rock here, and the water will no longer be an issue. As you can see by his boots right here, there is over 1 inch, 2 inches of standing water, and it goes all the way down here for the simple fact of it has nowhere to go, and the ground is just full of clay, and downspouts have not been run out. So when we run these downspouts out to the street separately from the French drain, it's going to help this area dry up immensely. And here's the other side of the house where we're going to be running out the 4 downspouts, 1, 2, 3, and the one around the corner. And as you can see, the yard all up in here is just totally saturated. So having these downspouts run away to the street, not put into the French drain, is going to help facilitate all that water immediately quicker and not fill up my French drain more, so that way it has the ability to soak in more groundwater. Here's the French drain completely dug out. Just got to go back, make sure I clean out the trench, make sure I got my grade going well. This is how it's going to look. We're going to have dirt over here, sloping it away from the house into the trench. Same thing on that side, from the berm from the neighbors, sloping it into the trench. All the way back here. As you can see, it's already absorbing the groundwater, just how we want it. Retrench it all the way to the dry well. That's it. And we're going to be doing the same thing, re-leveling everything out, making the dirt and the slope go from this side more towards my trench, running all these downspouts out closer to the street, away from the house. And as you can see, before I even pipe or do anything, you can see how the water is already rushing and going into the dry well, just like it's supposed to. And this is how you fix a flooded yard with a French drain and dry well, just like that. Beautiful. Now here's the downspouts dug out. Got it regraded. Make sure everything is running all the way downhill down there. Got him over there fixing the sprinkler lines that we are still using because this whole backyard will no longer be in use. Next video, you see the grade and all this piped in. Now we have most of the downspouts piped. We're going to go ahead and start backfilling some. We have all this downhill to level right here. As you can see, the level downhill to level. And we're going to continue on, but right now we're trying to be able to backfill this in sections, so we're going to backfill all the way up to here. Next video, you're going to see the rest of the pipe and everything going downhill to level that way. And here's from the corner going down. We have this downspout tied into it. Over here, this downspout tied into it. All the way down here, and the final downspout is tied into it. As you can see, we got downhill to level on this one. Pick it up, put it over here with the other one going down, and we also have downhill to level, just like that. And then the rest goes to the street. And here's the rest of the downspouts, completely piped out now. We had to repair the sprinkler lines that we busted out. Besides putting the cleanouts on, they are completely done now. Everything goes all the way. Like I said, repaired sprinkler lines all the way down here to the end. As you can see, we are still way downhill. So we made sure when all the water hits that corner, it's gonna flood all the way down here. You have to prepare the head down here. Put some rock under the pop-up emitter, so that way when it pops up and drains out the top, it also has a hole down there, as you can see right there, that actually the water drains out of the pipe slowly back into the ground instead of just all sitting in the pipe. And that is done. Next video for the downspouts, you will see it actually working. Now I have this side filter clothed up all the way down to my corner here. Pipe it to here while he's trying to move through the dirt. Trying to get a better grade going on here. All you have to do is dry well. Now that we have it all completely filter clothed, all the way to dry well, now we just got to pipe it and then start backfilling with rock. And now the French drain is completely piped up all the way to the corner, all the way to the dry well. As you can see, I am downhill to level, so everything is just going to go build up, holes down. Again, we do the holes down for the simple fact of you don't want the water to have to build up before it transfers to the dry well. You want it to go ahead, and as soon as it starts to build up at all, move it directly to the dry well, and then when it's done, it can actually seep into the ground. Otherwise, you have water stuck in the pipe because the holes are up and nothing can drain out. But now, time to backfill with rock. Now the entire French drain is complete. We already started putting plastic along the house over here, so that way any surface water that hits it runs straight off, rolls right into the French drain. On this job, we are going to be actually filter clothing almost the entire yard. This whole area, everything's getting filter cloth, because then we're going to have decorative stone going on top of all of this. So you see how messed up it is now? It's going to look beautiful when we're all done. But now, dry well, French drain, everything is completed. Now we are prepping everything up to have our 26 tons of decorative rock come in. We have the plastic, filter cloth. All this area is going to be getting rocked. So this entire what used to be a mud pit swampland will be a beautiful scenery of just rock. Beginning of the rock process of the entire yard. This will all be rock. And so far, this is how the left side of our house looks. We're finishing it off. For now, this is as far as we're going until she gets this stump grinded down, so that way we can rack the rest of all this. But so far, this is what we got. We put all these rocks back here, try to make it look nice. Right now we are all the way over here. Got everything there. Steps. Now we just got this side left. And right now we are about halfway done. This is where it's going to be ending. This is what it looks like so far. Still got a filter cloth, everything in there. But coming along very nicely. No more water issues. And this is how the downspout works. All the downspouts are run to this pop-up. As you can see, it facilitates into the grass, comes over the curb, into the street, down to the storm drain, just like it's supposed to. So now all the water she had in her backyard from the downspouts pouring down there won't be sitting there adding to my French drain and dry well now. Everything will come right here. That is how you run your downspouts. And here we go, all finished up. Customer even had some extra river rock, so I put the river rock down to give it a little border. And that's it, we have it. So she's gonna have a fence installed. All we gotta do is pull the filter cloth up, put the fence in, push it back, and kick some rock over. Another job well done by Stafford Park Drainage and Water Solutions. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share these videos. Helps the channel out greatly. Until the next one.